All right. So it's been exactly 1 month since my 24th birthday. So, of course, I had to come here give an update on the way things are going. I think I'm in a good mindset. I got a good routine going. And it's been like that for some time now. But I think after my 24th birthday, I think the gear definitely changed just because I'm a lot aware, I guess, aware of time. I always have been, but, every time you flip over a year, every time a year goes by, I guess it really brings or puts things into perspective. And so because of that, I guess I've upped it another gear. But nonetheless, I'm doing everything I need to every day, whether that's taking care of my mental health, physical health, relationships, and just getting the work done that I need to. And yeah, I'm kind of falling in love with doing the work, even if I don't want to, I don't have the motivation to. And you can say it's cliche and bullshit, but I think it's genuinely one of the things that has helped me is one, meditating and taking cold showers. I hate taking cold showers. I really do. Because it's just not the way that I want to be waking up in the morning. A cold shower is the last thing that I want to be doing in the morning. But something about forcing myself to take it really just sets the mood for the rest of the day, because if I can conquer something that's really, if I can conquer something that I don't want to do right at the start of my day, then everything else that's thrown at me throughout the day is kind of just, it's much easier to be like, all right, I'm going to do it regardless. So I've been taking those cold showers. I think it's helping me, to be honest. I think it's also helping my skin. But yeah, so I guess try it. I mean, it doesn't hurt to try. If you just don't like it, it's not for you, cool. But yeah, I've been taking those, been meditating. Meditating has really helped me, I guess, become a lot more clear. It's given me a clearer vision. I have a lot more clarity before making decisions. I guess I'm quick to make decisions, but I'm a lot more confident in my decision making as well. I'd say I've always been confident, but I feel like I make decisions quicker with confidence now, whereas previously I might need to take a little bit more time to make those decisions. And the crazy thing is, it's not just decisions in terms of like career or if I'm like practicing something, studying something. It's even like when I go to play soccer, like I play midfield and I know I'm not playing at no pro level. But I think my decision making has just gotten better in terms of being a midfielder. Like the moment I get the ball, I evaluate my options and I'm much quicker to pick, I think, the right one. And I think part of it has been because of meditating. The moment I know that this is not going to be a valid option or something I have to force, turn the other way, play the ball back, move it around. Like I'm letting the game come to me, and I feel like I'm getting in a flow state a lot quicker. Like literally from the moment the game starts, I feel like I'm already in a flow state. That could be because of meditating, or it could be other things, but that's just something I've observed. Is meditating has definitely helped me in all aspects of my life. So definitely going to keep that up. Not something I'm just doing until I'm in I guess, a better phase of my life. It's really a habit that I want to instill and do every day, because now that I realize the benefits of meditating, I would be stupid not to do it. So, yeah, in terms of meditating, that has been, I guess, the result of it. And I'd say that I'm a lot more focused on my day-to-day work, meaning I have big dreams or I have big aspirations, but I'm kind of breaking it down little by little into what I need to be doing today. Like, yeah, I might have like a 3-year plan or a 4-year plan, or, I have a plan for the end of the year, or this is what I want to focus on this year for the next 2-3 years. But I found that I'm breaking it down a lot more. So if it's a 3-year plan, I break it down to a year. If it's a year, I break it down into months. Okay, what can I do this month? And then in the month, I break it down into weeks. And it's not something I've gotten down on paper, so that's something I still need to work on. But I think that's really helped me. I saw this video about Michael Phelps and his trainer essentially talking about how they prepared him to compete for his in the Olympics and other competitions. It's like For him, it's a 4-year cycle. The competition is a 4-year cycle for Michael Phelps. You know, for example, the Olympic Games come once every 4 years. And so training for 4 years or having that 4-year mindset while training is kind of hard to do. So what they did was they broke it down. Okay, 4 years, we're going to break it down into a year. Then we're going to break it out into months and then weeks and then even days. He said like every day of the year, he knows exactly how he's training Michael Phelps because he's worked backwards from what their end goal is. And he understands now what they have to do on a daily basis to achieve that goal. And that's something I'm trying to apply even in my own life. And I think for me, it's music. I don't have a set number like, oh, I want X million streams or I want like a record signing or a label signing, things like that. My main goal is just to like, get noticed as an artist, release more music and have a catalog of music so that when a new listener does come and listen to me, I have a catalog of music for them to explore, like different styles and things that I've been doing so that they can actually be a fan because I've allowed them to join my journey and listen to everything I've made as opposed to just having one song and it's like, all right, this is me. So that's kind of my goal is building a catalog. I know I'm not the best artist. I know I'm not at a point right now where like I can kind of bang my chest and be like, I'm the best artist ever. I'm this and that. I'm constantly getting better. And I don't think I'll ever be at that point, or it's never something that I will truly believe because I'm always looking for ways to get better. Regardless of whether or not I have X amount of listeners, this amount of listeners, I will always be looking for ways to get better because I know that there's no way for me to be the best artist in the world because art is subjective. And all I have to do is find different ways to, in a sense, picture life through my music. So if I have specific moments, emotions that I'm feeling, experiences I've had in life, how can I make that music for myself? And in doing that process, I will also be able to relate to other people who feel the same way through my music. And that's kind of, I guess, the goal that I have is really just be more observant of life. And that kind of helps me make music in general. Because yeah, I'm kind of documenting my life. That's what another purpose of my music is. It's to document my life. At this specific moment in my life, what was my mindset? What was I thinking? What were some of the experiences I had? If I go back 10 years from now and I listen to this song, I'll know exactly that, right? So it's kind of also a way of just documenting my life, but in a creative way. So yeah, I'm really enjoying that aspect. I'm writing almost every day, and lately I've been finding that what I want to talk about has come a lot easier. And that doesn't mean that every song is like crazy introspective or like deep and emotional, this or that. But I'm kind of just moving with a lot more confidence when it comes to my music and saying, you know what, I hear a beat and like, this is the approach I want to take, screw it. Like, I'm just going to go for it. Whereas before, I think I would double guess and kind of like doubt myself a lot more. Like, is this something I can say? Will this sound like this? I was too worried about the end result. Whereas now it's kind of like I enter that flow state once again. I'm creating for the sake of creating, and the end product and how it's received by other people should not dictate whether or not I'm satisfied with the music I made. What defines my satisfaction with the music I made is whether or not I enjoyed making it and I've truly expressed myself and my emotions and my experience. How it's received by the end listener is out of my control. And so I can't base my satisfaction on something that's out of my control. So that's why I'm trying to base my satisfaction when it comes to making music on whether or not I've expressed myself and what I wanted to get across. I'm really only doing it for myself. And yeah, so that's been the main focus for me, is trying to make that music for myself. I find it also makes for better music, but you never know, right? I've talked to people who like a certain song that I've released and I'm like, how the hell did you like that? Like, there's songs that I don't even like, for example, that I've made, and somebody tells me, oh, I like this song. And then there's songs that I'm like, this is my best song. I love this song. But that's not somebody else's favorite song. Out of all the songs that they've listened to from me, the song that I love the most is not the one that they like the most. So I can't really I can't compare or I can't really base my satisfaction on what people like and don't like because it varies from person to person. So that's where the music making process is at. I'm definitely, you know, wearing multiple hats right now. I have to make the music, I have to produce the music, write the lyrics. Also now focusing on making more content, which is something I'm going to talk about. Um, Making more content to actually get my music out to more people because, yeah, I want more people to listen to my music. Why not, right? If I'm making it, why wouldn't I want them to listen to it? So that's something I'm working on right now. And I've encountered, like, I thought the content that I'm making would be my biggest concern, but it turns out that, for example, if your content isn't received the way you thought it would be received, or it's received by somebody negatively and they express that negativity to you, I didn't know that that could have an impact on how you move forward with your plan. So, for example, if I share a video on social media and a stranger, a person I don't even know, leaves like a hate comment on it, starts talking smack about it, I'm like, I didn't even know that there's people who have the time and energy to really comment on something they don't like, not because it's something that's opinionated or something that goes against their beliefs, but genuinely just commenting for the sake of trying to throw somebody off track or trying to deter somebody from chasing their dreams. And I wouldn't say I value other people's opinions that much, but when you've been working, I guess, hard for a dream, when you've been working hard towards your dreams and the only feedback you get is one that's negative from people who are spreading negativity and trying to, I guess, put you down and, I guess, deter you from chasing your dreams, that can it can definitely take a toll, or it can definitely make you start double guessing yourself. Or at least that was the case with me. But to be honest, I take it day by day. I mostly sleep things off. And to be honest, the next day it doesn't really impact me that much. And now I've gotten to a point where I'm like, is this person's willingness to throw me off track and their willingness to go out of their way and leave a hateful comment on something I've shared or something I've created, is that enough? Is that strong enough to stop me from pursuing my dreams? And when it comes to pursuing my dreams, why am I doing it? I'm doing it for myself. I'm doing it for my family. I'm doing it to serve as a voice for other people, for example, through my music. Is this person's hate comment or is this person's negative reaction to something I've shared enough to stop me from pursuing my dreams? And if it is, why? Maybe my dream isn't big enough, or maybe it doesn't mean as much to me if one little comment or a couple comments or a lack of views, a lack of likes, or a lack of positive reception is enough to throw me off. Like, when you really think about it, right now I don't have that many monthly listeners, but let's say one day when I do, not everybody's going to like my music. Even some of the greatest artists in the world right now, they have people leaving hate comments all the time, trolling them. Like, does that mean they stop making great music because a certain select few people don't like it? It's like, no. So if I can't handle that at this stage in my career, when I barely have anybody listening to my music, who's to say I'm going to be able to handle that when I do get everything I wanted? When I do have all the listeners that I've always dreamed of having, if I can't handle the negativity and I guess the backlash, then maybe I'm not cut out to be pursuing my dreams. Maybe I don't deserve to be an artist who's known worldwide if I can't handle that hate. So, I view this process or this part of my life where I'm waking up every day consistently trying to make content, making music, trying to get my music out there, and I guess working hard and not really having as many results as I thought I would. I view this aspect of my life as something that's preparing me for the future when I do have everything I wanted, and there's going to be people trying to take it away from me. There's going to be people trying to put me down who will mistake my confidence for arrogance. This part of my life is preparing me for that, because if I don't have that work ethic to persist despite the external negativity, then I will crumble even if I do achieve my dreams. So I view this aspect of my life of struggle as something that's preparing me and training me to become the person that I need to become. And yeah, in terms of music, and that's what it is. And quite honestly speaking, why would you concern yourself with the opinion of somebody who's intrinsically negative? Why would you concern yourself with the opinion of somebody who's intrinsically miserable? For somebody to really put somebody else down for pursuing their dreams, imagine how messed up you have to be internally. And the only way for me to imagine how messed up that person is internally is to realize how opposite I am of them. Like I explained this in a video before. I was talking to my friend Kevin, who's a DJ right now, and he's pursuing his dreams of being a DJ. And so he's on the go. He's trying to get signed for bookings. He's working with other producers or DJs. He's networking. He's doing all these amazing things to advance his career and pursue his dream. When I go and meet somebody like Kevin, or where somebody like Kevin shares their story online, I get motivated by that. I'm not sitting here thinking of ways to talk smack or put him down. I'm thinking, damn, this guy's really getting after it. And it motivates me to do the same for my dreams. So if there's somebody who thinks the complete opposite, if there's somebody who sees somebody pursuing their dreams and goes out of their way to try and put them down, like I can't even imagine how miserable you have to be to do something like that. You have enough time out of your day to spread hate on somebody who's just trying to chase their dreams. Like, to me, you're already miserable. And if that's the case, why would I concern myself with the opinion of somebody who's miserable? And the answer is I don't. I just keep going. I'm going to keep making content. I'm going to keep promoting my music. I'm going to promote my music and shove it down your throat. Whether you like it or not, block me. Keep scrolling. I'm here to stay. Whether or not you like me isn't going to stop me from pursuing my dreams, because my dreams mean way more to me than the opinion of somebody who's miserable. So, I mean, look, man, this is for music, but it applies to anything you're chasing, any dream you're pursuing. Miserable people will always try to bring you down to their level, and if you're not aware, you'll let them. So be aware and keep doing the work, keep doing what you have to do. If they got something to say about it, until you say it to my face, it's honestly all just text on a screen. To me, it's just text on a screen. If I see negativity on a post I've shared, a content I've shared, you're just text on a screen to me. Because very rarely have I found anybody actually come to me in person with that same energy. And when that day does come where they do, I'll address it. But till then, I'm going to just keep doing me. I'm going to keep spamming my content. I'm going to keep letting you know that this is me. This is the dream I'm chasing. You can either get on board or move out of the way. So, yeah, I guess, it's got me amped up. I got to get back in the studio and make music now. Yeah, I got to be my own motivator. I got to be I got to be the person pushing myself, patting myself on the back. Because quite honestly, nobody else is going to do it for me. And rightfully so. Nobody else is going to care about my dreams as much as I do. And the harsh reality is, it can even be people closest to you. Like, they don't have an obligation to help you pursue your dreams. That's only on you. I think it'd be very selfish to think that all your close friends and all your family and friends have to bring the same energy to chasing your dreams that you are, because I feel like that's just impossible. Because I have a vision in my head. They don't have that same vision in their head. They have thousands of other thoughts and things they have to deal with. The only person that can bring that vision and make it a reality is me, because I'm the only one who has a clear view of it. Everybody else has too much shit going on in their life to care about what I have going on. So it's my duty and my job to make sure that I don't let my dream die. It's my duty and my job to make sure that I do not let my dream die. Nobody else's. And ever since I've accepted that, I've stopped looking around for help. I've stopped looking around for, man, if I had this person's help or if I worked with this person, like if that day comes where I get to work with them, cool. If not, I got to keep moving forward. And so yeah, that's really what it is, man. I'm just documenting my progress along the way. Hopefully, I can motivate a few people along the way as well. Um, and yeah, this channel is going to serve as me just documenting my life, documenting my journey and chasing my dreams. Um, and I think down the line, I want to start making other videos all as well that are, I guess, just updates, not as, I guess, serious or introspective, because I'm not always this way. I don't always super analyze my life. Sometimes you just got to sit back and enjoy life and let it happen to see the real beauty of it. You know, if you're constantly analyzing your life and what you're doing wrong, what you're doing right, it takes away from the experience of life sometimes. Because you have to mess up, you have to learn. And I think if you're too busy analyzing life all the time, you'll miss out on the present and you'll miss out on the moment. So that's why I use these videos as a way to, I guess, get this self-analysis or introspection out, so that the rest of the day I really just enjoy my day, take it day by day, roll with the punches, and realize that, you know, maybe I'm not in a place in life where I want to be right now, but this will just be some shit that I laugh about 3 years from now, 4 years from now. And knowing that, I just do the work that I have to every day and leave the rest to God, you know? Yeah. So anything else I wanted to talk about was sometimes it's like, sometimes it's very easy to be intimidated by your dreams and how big you might be aspiring. You know, you might be aspiring for big things, things that currently seem out of reach, and you're like, holy shit, like this mountain is going to be way too hard to climb. It's so high up, and I'm not even at base level. I'm below base level. How am I ever going to possibly get to the peak when I'm below base level right now? And it's very easy to fall into that thought process, but I guess one way I frame it is, if it were easy, yeah, everybody would do it. And why would I want something that anybody else can just easily get, you know? If I have big dreams, I want to know that when I get there, I got there because I put in the work, and I got there because I was passionate and truly loved what I was pursuing. Not because it was handed to me, not because it was easy or I tried to take the easy route, because I embraced the ups and downs. And when shit got hard or when I felt miserable, I kept persisting because my passion far outweighed all the negatives. My passion far outweighed all the pitfalls, and I just kept pursuing. And so, yeah, I guess 5-star views require 5-star climbs, you know? If you want a good view, the climb's going to be just as hard. So I'm steady climbing every day. I hope you are too. It's been a month since my 24th birthday. And yeah, 24 now. Who knows where I'll be when I'm 25? Who knows where I'll be when I'm 26, 27? I stopped really worrying too much about what I want and where I want to be, who I want to be around. Like, I'm cautious, or I'm aware of those things. I'm aware of where I want to be, and I've made it evident, you know, I've put it out there that this is what I want to do. But I don't attach myself to that anymore. I tell myself, I'm willing to do whatever God gives me, you know? I'll take whatever God gives me. I'll be grateful for whatever I have. If he chooses, you know, to give me something I wanted, cool. If he gives me something else, I'll pivot and I'll be grateful for it regardless, because, you know, I only see life linearly, but God sees it from all angles. And so everything that happens for a reason. I truly believe that. And so, yeah, I put my faith in God and keep marching forward. And every setback is just something that's preparing me for the future. And, you know, yeah, that's pretty much it. So I guess thank you for watching if you've made it this far. If you have made it this far, I guess leave a comment. Honestly, I could just be talking to nobody right now, which is probably the case anyways. But if you did make it to the end of the video, yeah, drop a comment just so I know you did. But yeah, thank you for watching and see you in the next video.